What's up, guys? This is TampaTec, and today we're going to be replacing the HID bulb in my 2010 Lexus IS350 car. This also applies to other Toyotas and Lexus cars. And this model is, or the part number is D4S6000K. And I'll leave all the specs right here so you know which bulb you should get. And I highly suggest replacing both bulbs, because if one goes bad, then most likely within a short period of time, the other one's going to go bad too as well, because they have similar lifetime. We're going to be replacing the outside HID bulb on both sides of my car. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, so step one is we're going to need a 10mm socket, and we're going to remove this nut or bolt and this bolt. Okay, we'll remove that one and remove this one as well. And then get a Ziploc bag and put all the bolts in there. And then next thing, we need access to the door right here to remove the bulb, but we have to remove the cold air intake filter, this section right here. And so let's go. Using a Phillips screwdriver, we can remove these screws and remove the mass airflow sensor. Or you can pinch and squeeze this clip, but sometimes this clip is really brittle due to the engine heat and it might break. So it might be safer just to remove the screws right here and remove the whole mass airflow sensor. Make sure you pinch it so it doesn't fall down in the engine bay, and put it in a Ziploc bag. And this might blow, if it's windy, it might blow into the engine bay. So it's a little windy right now. So you got both screws in there. And so we're gonna close that up and then wiggle that off. All right, so we got that removed. And then there's a little clip, and you gotta remove the clip right here to get the wire harness loose. And then so next, what we're gonna have to do is, we already unscrewed this right here, and then we're gonna pop these off, these clips. All right, there's 3. And this wiggles, this should come off. Just lift up a little bit and make sure all of these are completely clipped off. You get 3, and then now it should, there it goes. Yeah, there we go. And you want to vacuum that out. This is already vacuumed out, but since we have it open, might as well, you can vacuum this side out and vacuum this side out, or replace it. But these are expensive, so you can just vacuum it out and save money. Okay, next is we have to take this out to access the door for the bulb. So there's a 10mm bolt down here. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's way down there. And right here as well. You can see that. There we go. So far we removed 2, 4, 6 screws. Or really 4 bolts and 2 screws. Not too bad, right? Make sure you seal that back up. Let's wiggle this out. Just pull straight out. Now keep in mind, when you put it back in, there's a peg right here. So make sure the peg goes into the hole when you put it back in. So this is what I'm talking about, that hole right there. All right, so now we're going to take our Phillips screwdriver And we're going to remove this screw right here. Okay. All right, so right here, after you remove the Phillips screw, you just move this to the side after loosening that screw as well, and the door should open up, and you'll see right here the connector. And so you want to twist it upward so it's horizontal, and then pull it straight out. You might have to wiggle that out. There you go. And there is the bulb itself right there's the bulb itself right there. And you got to remove the tension screws, or the tension spring. So right there is the tension spring. You're gonna push that in and up. So what you're going to do is you want to push, and then that should remove like that, and do the other side as well. Push down, and then it should come out just like that. And this is the bad bulb right here. This is the part number right here, the D4S. And you can tell it's bad because it's, there's black spots right there in the middle of the tube. And when you put it back in, make sure you line it up with these two rivets. They're like bumps right here on the side. So here's the new ones right here. And take that out. There we go. Make sure you don't touch the bulb. You want to just only touch the back part. If you touch the bulb, it might shorten the life because there's oils on your finger that could affect the longevity of that bulb. So let's go ahead and put this one in first. Open up that door and slide this in. So as you notice right here, there's grooves on the side, and so they line up inside the right here, inside here. I don't know if you can see that. See? So make sure it's going to be facing down, those grooves. Now we're going to clamp it on right here. So we're going to push this down and in, and this one goes locks down. For this side right here, well, we're going to remove the windshield wiper hose using a 10mm socket. All right, and then this just pops out. And then right here, we're just going to take this and move that bar over to the side. Just pop that bar off, and then it should come out like that. And then this, you lift this up. There we go. Push in, and it goes downward actually. It's opposite on this side. And then you wiggle that off. There it goes. There's a tension clip, and you push in and then up. Do the same for the other side. And that. There you go, and that comes out. All right, and let's get the other bulb. Here it is. And hopefully we won't have to worry about this for the next 5 years. And here is the new one. And I'm going to put the clip all over on top of it. Got one side in, and then you want to push the other tension clip in. And that looks good. And next, remember this goes facing down and then locks up. So you push it in like that, and then you twist it up, it should lock in. You can see the grooves right there. This goes on first. With the other one, I did it the opposite. I took the screw out and I removed it the opposite direction, just because I thought it was easier, but you could do it either way. But this one, the screw's pressed up against the fuse box, so you can't really get that one out. Now I gotta lock that bar back in. There it is. That's to prevent any moisture getting in there. All right, that feels good. Go ahead and turn on your headlights, Dom. And you can just put this one in now. Twist that on. And there's a peg that goes on. Wow. Yeah, they look good, man. Now just do the other side. Only one side. Turn off the other one. Just turn on the one. Turn it once. Turn it again. All right, so my son's car headlights were replaced. We replaced the brake pads, all 4 brake pads. Actually, front and back, there's more than 4 brake pads. There's 4 brake pads in the front, 4 brake pads in the back, right?
Yeah.
And then what else we do?
Both headlights, oil change, car seats.
Yeah, car seat covers. Your car's never been looking better than ever.
Yeah.
Hopefully you found this video informative. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you know anyone that this video will help, go ahead and click on the share button below and share this video to them. Help someone out. If you're interested in the HID headlight bulbs, check out the link in the video description below. Subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay updated on the latest tech videos. Thanks guys for watching.